Hello everybody, this is Karma618, and this is going to be my thoughts and recap for Blue Exorcist episode 21. And just so you know, I was not able to do any recordings these past couple days, reaction-wise, because my nephew had a fever, so I had to stay home and watch him yesterday and today, and so thus I didn't get a chance to do any recordings, which sucks. Anyway, I figured I might as well go on ahead and get these, at least a couple of these out, because I only got like 4 or 5 more to go, I think, for Blue Exorcist. Somewhere around there. Anyway, we find out the backstory on Neuhaus's wife and what's been going on lately. And like I thought, you can't bring a soul back from the dead after this long. But a demon can possess a corpse and somehow retain the memories of the body. Don't ask me how. Because that's essentially what happened with Neuhaus's wife. Because he kept her in cryogenic stasis, because I guess he couldn't bear to be apart from her, even in death. And he swore that he would never cross the line in trying to bring her back, because that would essentially go against everything that I guess he's been taught, and the fact that he wouldn't get to heaven if he did it. Which, then again, he's probably done some questionable things anyway, so your passage into heaven is kind of still up in the air, Neuhaus. Anyway, like I said, we get the backstory that she was brought back by a spider demon possessing her, and somehow having the same memories. And yeah, apparently the True Cross people found out and assumed that he had brought her back and violated, the laws of Ostia, and burned the laboratory to the ground. Neuhaus attacked them and got his wife back, and they escaped into Japan. Though he could tell something wasn't right from her, because she was still getting, I guess, a little PTSD type thing, where she was still remembering being burned alive by Satan's fire before, and it freaked her out. And this is around the point where she was becoming a demon of vengeance, and wanting to essentially take down anybody who was associated with Satan, or Satan's kids, at this point. So that's where all this happened. Anyway, the True Cross Academy's people are out looking for her at this point, because she escaped. But Shiami actually found her in her garden. Her grandmother's garden. And she didn't know who this person was at the time, because I think she either was away from school at the time of the attack, or just didn't know that it was a woman and it was her. So she ended up tending to her injuries and talking with her a bit. And Rin actually managed to locate them and tried to let, Kitagaku and the others know what was going on. But Angel and his forces popped up as he was talking to her, and had planned on killing Neuhaus's wife because she was essentially an abomination, which I kind of agree on that one. Because, yeah, Neuhaus's wife deserved to rest in peace. Not go through that. And would have killed her had Kitagaku and the others not popped up. Rin started to fight back against Angel because of this, and when he probably would have gotten himself killed, she took the hit, surprisingly enough, and it ended up killing her in the process. So, yeah. Now Neuhaus is going to go and bury his wife, finally. Anyway, at the end of this was actually a little cutscene at the end, showing that... Oh, I almost forgot to mention this. The guy that wanted to talk to Yukio from the last episode was actually his grandfather, which was his mother's father. And he had been, burned during the Blue Night, and somehow survived it. And apparently been jailed because he had been associated with the woman who was holding the spawns of Satan, Anyway, he asked Yukio to join him and take essentially committing demon genocide and trying to kill off every single demon and destroying Gehenna. That's what his plan is. Yukio decides to go along with it because apparently the guy claims that if he did this, Rin would become human again. Somehow, I don't get how that would even be possible. But Yukio somehow believes him for some strange reason because, yeah, I would think about that and be like, how would that even be possible? And I would try and get a freaking explanation before I even agreed to such a thing. But nope, Yukio agrees with him and decides to join him. So, yeah, they've apparently been building anti-demon weapons this whole time. And planning to go against Mephisto and the True Cross and the Knights of the True Cross. Because they've apparently been they can't be trusted. Anyway, I thought it was interesting how they did this whole thing with Neuhaus's wife, because obviously, like I said, you can't bring a soul back that far gone. Because if it was like, let's say, a few minutes after they die, then yes, it was possible. But not years and years, like 15 years, because that whole Blue Knight thing happened, what, 15 years ago? So yeah, ain't possible. And so we know that Neuhaus was not the villain in this situation. It was somebody else. I don't know who did it. I don't even think we ever get an explanation as to who put the demon in his wife in the beginning. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoy the reaction, and I will see you guys next time.